Want to see what I'm working on really quick?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, come on. Eh, it's not. You know what? I don't care.
Just send me a fucking picture
I
later,
will.
dude.
I don't care. Let's get into a hobby where you are painting something this big. It'll be super cool. Swear to God.
Yeah, yeah, no, all of that sounds bad to me, and that's why I did not get into it.
It sounds bad to you because you know you would probably like it, and then you would
I
like it too much and spend a lot of money.
No, I really wouldn't. I would just have a bunch of unfinished miniatures because I fucking despise painting, especially something that fucking small.
You get the big ones.
Suck my dick.
Okay. Welcome back to the show, everybody. We're your hosts, Nick and Brody, and this is the WASD and Beyond podcasts. Right at the top, we are sponsored by Final Boss and Doc Long. Go check them out. Links down below. Check out the other shows on the Spawn Camp Network /community. You got WASD and Beyond, Roll for Deception, and It Came from Screambox. Check them all out. Links down below. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, sometimes Twitch, and anywhere else podcasts are available. And YouTube, obviously, we put our videos there. So like, subscribe, comment, follow, show us to your friends. It helps the channel grow, helps this podcast grow, and without you, we would be nothing. So thank you all for your support. Please, go check out everything we just talked about. Email us at WASDBeyond, WASDBeyond at gmail.com. WASDBEYOND at gmail.com. Let us know what games you're most excited for 2026. We're here. It's coming. Let's go. Brody, not as
Yeah,
clean, not as good as last week.
it was pretty clean
They're
still.
still afloat.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Yeah.
I got that 2026 flow I'm feeling.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, I like that shirt. Ooh, I like that bottle of soju. Ooh, I didn't grab alcohol like an asshole. I wanted to.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I made a bad decision.
I'm punishing myself for literally punishing my body for the last 20 years. So I deserve this. So, anyways,
I will be right there with you in like a month, so it's okay.
the day you have to go into cut, like cutting booze and all that shit,
Uh-huh.
let's get fucked up that night. Let's get tore
Right
up that
before it,
night.
so I feel like shit as I try to eat less food.
Yes.
Awesome. Sounds
Yes.
great.
We'll play
I'll
repo.
do it.
A lot of
Yeah,
repo.
I'm in. I'm down. Fuck it.
Hell yeah. So before the episode started, I was trying to get Brody into Warhammer. Um,
No.
you guys should also email me the minis you paint. I love painting. I'm a World Eater player. Right there. Show me your minis. And I'm not talking about your wieners. Oh, I got the audience. I'm silly. That's enough radio voice. I'm not doing that shit no more. I thought it was gonna be like a funny bit, and in my head it was, but I need to workshop that. I think.
Yeah. Maybe run it back in a couple episodes here.
Yeah, I think I had paint on my finger as well, and I itched my eye. So this is gonna be a fight to the finish line. You know what I mean? Holy shit. Anyways, Brody, what have you had time to play this week?
Oh, let's see. I have still been putting a bunch of time into Unicorn Overlord. I am nearing the end of it. Um, I I think I really only have a couple main missions left, getting all my teams built up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a grand old time. Honestly, it's kind of in the vein of like a Warhammer kind of like, I'm just saying, like you
I'll
you
try
you
it.
you make a little squad. You probably would fucking hate it if I'm being perfectly honest, but you make a little squad of like 5 people and then you send them into battle, and yeah, it's kind of cool. But I'm enjoying the fuck out of that game. I wish I would have played it earlier, but I just kind of knew that I was falling off of playing games on the Switch, and Vanillaware does not release their games on PC. So there was like a really, really good sale on that and 13 Sentinels, which is another Vanillaware game. Picked them up both for, I don't know, it was like $30 maybe, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's normally a full price game. I think, yeah, maybe it was 30 or 40 or something like that. But regardless, fantastic. I have like well over 50 hours in Unicorn Overlord. I think
Didn't you just
13
start playing
Sentinels
it?
is, yeah. I've played a lot of it.
Fucking crazy.
Honestly, the nice thing is, like, with it being on Switch, like, I have been playing a lot on my Switch Lite, and it's easy to just kind of carry around and play when I have some time. And then I've actually got it hooked up to a capture card so I can play on the PC and still talk to everybody and hang out. And then other than that, I've been putting a little bit of time into Marvel Rivals. Right at the tail end of this season, we played some last night. Trying to finish up this pass, and then which I'm not going to, but I'm just trying to make as much progress as I can. Get ready for the next season to drop the today if you're listening to this this episode. But yeah, I want to get back into it. I like playing it with friends. Playing it by yourself fucking sucks. And I want to say I put a little bit of time into some Battlefield last week since we recorded. A little bit of Battlefield. And I think we played. Did we play some Repo last weekend as
We
well?
did.
Yeah,
I
some
got tore up and
Repo.
played Repo. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hmm.
But I think that's pretty much it for me. The Unicorn Overlord being the primary one for sure. How about
Yeah.
you?
The big one I'm playing right now is Mugenics. I can't talk about it at all until embargo lifts. I can say I'm playing it. Say that.
Hell yeah.
So, expect a Mugenics review from myself and the laughing madman himself, John. He'll be back on the show to do a Mugenics review. Other than that, I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate still. I'm trying to really whittle this save down. I need to. I want to finish it, dude. I love this game. I
You
love the atmosphere.
you
You know,
gotta be getting close. You've been in Act 3 for a while.
t-
Granted, Act 3 was like incredibly long if you do everything, but
Steel Watch and Gortash are my last two things.
oh yeah,
I've
good.
already gone to the Iron Throne. I've done all of that. So really, it's just that. Um, I love it. Baldur's Gate. You don't need to hear me talk more about that though. It's literally fantastic. We played a little bit of Repo, Battlefield. Man, I've been playing a lot of shit. Obviously, I played some Half Life. I got just a little bit. I make sure I'm offline when I'm playing Half Life though, so no one can dog me. But I can't stop. I want to play some more Counter Strike. I really do. I've been itching to play Counter Strike lately, and I don't know why.
I have not.
Well, yeah, I know that. I know that.
If you get a group of people to play it, I will play it, but I'm never itching to play Counter Strike.
Usually, you're pretty fucked up when you play Counter Strike too, and you're like, ah!
Yeah,
Are the akimbo good? I wouldn't use the dualies. All right,
I'm
I'm gonna
using
use the
the dualies then.
You're like, all right, and then you always pop. Somehow the new guys always just get these crazy shots. I'm like, okay, I'm
Put
not
some
that great at
fucking
Counter Strike
respect on
anymore.
my name, you son of a bitch.
Ah, dude, I'm not that great at Counter Strike anymore. I'm like the guy who literally is at the bar, who's like, I was almost a star athlete. I'm that guy, but like I broke my ACL, or tore it the last minute, so coach had to bench me. I knew a guy who said
Yeah,
that, by the way.
a little bit of Uncle Rico action.
Yeah, dude. It's like I was good at Counter Strike when it was 1.6 and Source, and a little bit of Go, and then I stopped playing, and then I met Evan, and I started playing with Julian and Evan and Elliot and all those guys. I was like, huh, my reflexes are not what they used to be.
I have noticed reflexes are falling off big time. It's painful.
It's a load of shit. It's a load of
Getting
shit.
older sucks.
So let's. I want. I do. Hmm, I would love to say
Mm,
I want to start with our like most anticipated games, but can we talk about the game that capped off the Game Awards this year?
yeah.
What's that
Uh-huh.
called again? Like High Ground or some
Uh,
shit like that?
yeah. Guard, I
High
think.
Guard, high. I think it's High Guard. The High Tail game, or
High guard.
well,
Yeah, high
there's High
guard.
Guard and there's High Tail, right? That's another game that's out, or something
I
Tails.
don't know.
I don't. Whatever, dude.
I-
We run a gaming podcast. We know games. That game has not said shit on their social media since that day. And
And it's supposed to enter beta like soon.
2 weeks, maybe a week from here. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not good.
I I'm Jeff Keighley kind of put them in a rough spot. If I'm being entirely honest, like
Something had to have
looking
dropped.
like yeah, every time they have a big presentation like this, the one more thing at the end is usually something people have been fucking salivating over, right? Not another hero shooter that I honestly, if that game was in any other slot in there, I think it would have done
Fine.
okay.
Yeah.
But the fact it was the one more thing got it a lot of negative press, which it sucks, right? Like I have no ill will towards it. I'll try the beta. I don't or yeah, the beta. Is it the beta or is it just dropping? I
It's just
can't remember.
dropping.
I know it's free to play. I'll try it. Fuck it. I don't like
Free
it's
is
not gonna
free.
hurt me to install it and then just if I don't like it, I'll jump out, which I probably won't like it. Let's be
I'm gonna say
entirely honest.
it does not look good. It does not look fun to play. And I've seen a couple people who have played it already. One I can quote it was played high guard. It's just as ass as you think it's going to be. So,
Yeah.
and I want these devs to do good, but here's the problem. You hit the nail on the head where if it wasn't that one last thing, the one more thing, I think it would have been
Yeah.
like kind of like, okay, that's I'm not going to play that or I'll try it. But I think something dropped. I think there was an announcement.
I don't think so.
You really
From
don't.
from what I have heard about it is an indie-ish studio, right? Like it's a bunch of devs from like Titanfall 3 and
Yeah.
Apex and stuff that went out, created their own studio and then made this game. It sounds like it was like a favor of sorts. I don't know if they even wanted that spot that they got. Like I'm sure that
I would have said
that
no.
was yeah, I'd have been like, no, 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 no. How about you put, the I, I don't know, Resident
Anything other.
Evil
Yeah.
reveal, right? Like of the multiple character paths and getting to play as Leon again or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Like, yeah, okay, that would have been a really cool one more thing. Granted, that was pretty much rumored
We
prior
already
to
knew
it
that.
anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's so many other games that would have fit that slot better, and I think it's an unfortunate, right, for that studio because I think if it was smack dab in the middle of this, people would have been like, yeah, I don't think that's my cup of tea, and moved on to something else, and like, no big deal. But yeah, that spot really put it front and center for everyone to be like, what in the actual fuck is this?
Guarantee it does crazy numbers the day it releases, though.
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah.
people will hate play it if nothing
Mm-hmm.
else,
Oh, yeah.
which fair enough, right? That's still okay for them, but the free to play hero shooter is gonna only make money off of skins and
Mm-hmm.
things like that, battle passes. Something like this is not gonna be able to retain it. It something like Marvel Rivals works exceptionally well because it
It's
is
also an actual IP, though.
yeah, you have beloved comic book characters in a game. Like, yeah, fucking people. I'm a sucker for it, right? Like,
I haven't played in a long
I'm
time, but
the
I'm playing tomorrow.
I'm the
Deadpool?
biggest mark for that shit. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's unfortunate. I don't want to see this game fail. I don't want to see this team fail by any means. But boy, that announcement could have gone a lot better.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff Keighley. There's a lot of things to be excited for, though, right? And obviously, we're not hoping for this game to fail. I just don't think it's going to do well.
No.
There's tons of good shit, right? From cool games to awesome hardware coming from Steam or Valve, rather. It's all over the place, and there's some negatives too. We got the rising costs of PC gaming, which is going to affect the console market eventually.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And tariffs are already affecting the console market, right?
Yeah,
Like the Xbox has had how many price raises in the last year?
2, 3.
Two or three, and it's a console that doesn't even sell exceptionally well.
Sony, how much the PS5? I thought it was like $6.99 now.
I think they did a $50 price increase, if I remember
Hmm.
correctly. The only one that has actually not increased prices, which is surprising, is the Switch. Except for they increased the price on the Switch 1.
But Switch 2 is
But
I
Switch 2 has stayed the same price so far. None of it makes any
in their
fucking
own
sense.
sandbox.
I also don't know who is buying a console from 2017 in 2026. But people are. Like it still sold quite a few consoles or Nintendo still sold quite a few consoles last year for the Switch 1, and that's insane to me.
It's a 10-year-old thing, dude. What are we
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah. I don't know, man. But yeah, the price of RAM has gone through the roof. The price of GPUs has gone through the roof. The price of storage has gone through the
Yep.
roof. Like, I am very fortunate that I upgraded the RAM in my son's PC earlier last year. I upgraded his storage. I built a fucking emulator PC and,
Yep.
and like and I got in within months
Yep.
of all of this shit happening. So that worked out well for me, and I don't foresee myself needing an upgrade for a little while. I've got a decent GPU and everything. I can run almost anything I want to on high and have pretty minimal issues, or at least good enough for me. Right? I'm not one of those crazy. I need 240 fucking FPS on every single game I play, but if I can get a solid 60, I'm pretty happy
Yeah,
most of the
neither
time.
am I, man. I'm not one of those
Yeah,
either.
no, I know what you are.
I'm a gremlin when it
I
comes to
need
computers, dude.
yeah, I need 900 FPS on Half-Life 2, like
Looks
which
nice. It looks nice when you see that number. You're like, yes, I did that. No, dude, like
yeah.
I got lucky as well. I upgraded my RAM, CPU, and graphics card. Last Christmas, I upgraded my graphics card. So I squeaked by in 2025 to get everything because I'm on DDR. Are you on DDR5 or DDR4?
I'm still on 4.
Okay, so I'm on 5. So I got is exceptionally lucky then.
I listen. I know a lot of people are all gung ho on having insane fucking megahertz and shit for their RAM
Yeah,
and being on DDR5 and everything. I have never noticed a problem being on DDR4.
DDR4 is great.
And
DDR4,
I don't
yeah,
even have like the maximum fucking speeds for DDR4, and I've never had an issue. Never.
yeah. DDR4 is
But
great, but it's
some of that feels like a dick measuring contest, if I'm being entirely honest. Like some of it's just like, oh, I have fucking crazy speeds on my RAM and I have fucking 128 fucking it's like
there's points in
you
which it
don't need it.
there's points in which it matters, right? But like if
Yeah.
you're playing Battlefield, like I shouldn't say it doesn't matter. Having better
It doesn't
hardware will
yeah,
ultimately help,
but
but
there's a point of diminishing
yeah,
like cost, right? Like
when you're yeah,
yeah.
PC gaming
I
is
get it.
fun.
PC gaming is fun, but there's a lot of dick measuring contest shit that happens in PC gaming that,
I
I've
try my
got this
best not
fucking
to.
$6,000 rig and it's like, yeah, cool. We run pretty much the same shit with the
I
same
do
settings.
I do love bumping into those people who are like, well, actually, I run a dual, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. I don't know, I got this thing. That's sweet. I love what I
Yeah.
built. They're like, I wouldn't have put it in that chassis. And I'm like, just call it a case, or I'm gonna punch you in your fucking nose. Call it a
Yeah, there's
chassis. It's not a Gundam, you dickhead.
I do think some of the PC gaming snobbery is starting to die out as more and more people get into it, or at least it's getting drowned out a little bit. But then again, now we're in the current situation that we are in, where everybody's going towards AI and driving the costs of PC parts through the fucking roof. Even though consumer PC parts should not fucking be affected by
No, they shouldn't
the
be.
the parts that are being sent to Microsoft for their fucking Copilot bullshit. But regardless, here we are, and most of it's because the manufacturers are actually just changing gears to where they're now making more parts for these people that are chasing AI. And God, I cannot wait until it falls flat on its face. Oh, it's gonna
It
bring me
will.
so much joy.
It
Oh, it
will.
will.
It's gonna
It's
be
gonna take.
big. It's gonna take a bit though. I think
I
we're stuck in
I
this loop for a while.
I think AI will not be going away, but I think the focus will shift, just like we've seen change 1,000 fucking times in the gaming industry, right? Like a few years ago, it was NFTs. Like that
Yep.
was the big fucking thing. Everybody's doing NFTs. Granted, that didn't necessarily affect the price of most things, but
NFTs are
yeah.
so lame.
Oh my god. The best part was at some point last year there was a company I fucking might have been Square Enix that was still trying to push. It was Namco, I think. That was still
Namco,
trying to
well, Square
yeah.
was doing it too, but Namco
Yeah.
was like the last one going, because Todd McFarlane does it, and I'm like, dude, do not put Spawn as an NFT, man. And then people buy it. The problem is there's still dickheads who buy it. I'm like, knock that. Stop buying it.
Yeah.
Stop. 'Cause
Yeah.
you post it, I'm gonna steal it. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna nab that shit. It's fine. I don't know. Everything in gaming is just as susceptible as anything else, if not more susceptible to these weird trends that take over and capture everything. You know, we had the years of the battle royales, and
Yep.
which is still happening to some
Looter
extent, which is
shooters, and then
looter shooters, like
yeah,
yeah, your
so on
extraction
and so forth.
shooters. It just keeps going. Like this industry is very susceptible to that shit, and eventually it will somewhat die out. Like I said, AI is probably here to stay in some capacity, but I think eventually these companies like Meta, for example, right, went fully in on their fucking VR
Yep.
bullshit, and like the Meta Quest 3 is not selling exceptionally well, and now they're like, hey, we're doing AI now, and it's like, yeah, cool, Mark Zuckerberg, you lizard human fucking whatever the fuck you are,
I hate him.
um, yeah. Uh, and now they're going in on AI, and eventually all of this will fucking just fall. And I hope they all get caught holding the fucking bag because this is ridiculous how this has gone.
Yeah. And these facilities are so stupid and ugly. And it's like they're like popping up. I don't get it because they're huge,
Oh yeah, they're massive.
but they're just popping up.
Oh, we have a huge one around here, and there I saw on LinkedIn there was a job posted for it of like some manager position that pays quite well, but I'm like, God, like
That's like working for Evil
around
Corp,
here
dude.
as oh yeah, that'd be awful. And on top of that, you'd almost have to have security around here because God, none of the people around here like it. Let's be
They're
real
trying to build
honest.
some near us, and everyone's like, no,
Yeah.
like don't. But anyways, on to nice things. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the rising cost, we'll start with hardware. I feel
Hmm.
just really quick get into the Steam machine, Steam frame, and the controller. With the rise of hardware, I think obviously that's why the prices is what I mean. That's why we didn't get a price for the Steam machine frame and the controller yet. But it's still
Yeah.
slated for Q1. So it's close. It is close to release. I there was a leak, quote unquote,
Yeah.
which was debunked where
I
it
was gonna
was
say it all came from unreputable sources.
and Valve doesn't sell their hardware like that.
No.
It's in-house. They that you buy from Valve. And when I saw that price, everyone's like, "You see, Nick? You see?" I'm like, "Yeah, I see that they're going to buy this hardware from Valve and sell it in their store for that price. I see that. Valve is not going to do that." So
No.
people are
And
speculating
which is
now.
a
Hmm?
weird thing to do as well because Valve is just gonna sell it on Steam, and they really have not had that many times where their hardware is like sold out. So there's not really any reason for a third party seller for this, especially with
Sometimes, yeah.
a markup in order to make their money out of it. Like none of it makes any
It's
sense.
I know with the Steam Deck, it took time for it to get to different regions.
Yes.
So maybe that's what they're accounting for. But if the Steam Deck is selling those regions, I got to imagine there's warehouses for Valve in said regions that can ship this hardware. I have to
Right.
imagine that. So the price point everyone's thinking right now, and there's been a couple reputable sources really talking about this, is for the 500 gigabyte. People are speculating around 650 or so dollars. It could be 700. For the 2 terabyte, they're saying like 750. I think that's fair.
I, I I've heard higher.
What
I've
did you
heard
hear?
like 700 and 900,
So I've
or
seen the 709.
650 and 900 ish,
So
roughly.
I've seen that as well. I'm going to just buy the 500 gigabyte and then upgrade the SSD, which they told you could do.
Yeah,
I mean, what's the point? Unless it comes in like Half-Life Orange. I'm like, okay, give me out space.
that's where they're gonna get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this before. I mean, the price is gonna sink or make this whole
Yeah.
thing. I think 650 is pretty fair.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to have more storage, but also the PlayStation and the Xbox, or PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, like uh, right out of the box, those things have no fucking storage.
Yeah.
I mean, I constantly deleting shit off of those for my kids so they can play other games. And I went to the PlayStation the other day and was looking at it, and he was trying to download an update for a game, and it wouldn't do it because it wanted to download the whole game and whatever, right? But it he doesn't even have any games he can delete, and it's fucking full. Like there's like 5 games installed on that fucking thing, and it's full.
Whereas this, you
Um,
can just buy it and then upgrade it.
right. Which the PlayStation you can too, right?
Yeah.
You can throw a M.2 in there and
At
call
least
it a day,
at
which is
least it
something
comes
I've
with a little bit more memory here.
right. And then Xbox made the stupid decision to do their proprietary fucking memory card that's $200,
Yeah,
and
it's dumb.
but Um, yeah, I don't think it's a bad price point. I think it might be a touch higher than I was maybe hoping for, especially for the larger storage version. But it's same vein as the Steam Deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
You pick your own poison, and then you can upgrade the storage if you want to. Like I would much rather have that versus something akin to like the Xbox, where it's like, yeah, you got to get this proprietary fucking bullshit. If I can just throw an M.2 in that bad boy and call it a day,
Which you can.
yeah, I just buy the cheaper one and upgrade my own storage, and
I'm
it
happy.
is what it is. And honestly, it'd probably be faster storage, right? Like you could get a better drive than what they're probably going to use from the factory. Throw a Samsung in there or whatever, and
Yeah.
call it a day. But yeah, it's a touch on the pricey side, which I kind of expected, even though I was hoping it wouldn't be. But um, I don't know. I think the other thing that will make or break that is the games that it can play on it,
Yeah.
which it has been rumored now, or not even rumored, it has been explicitly said that games for the
That are verified on
Steam,
deck.
well, yes, the Steam Deck games will be able to be played on there pretty much universally. But the biggest thing is that it sounds like there's going to be a lot more games that maybe are not Steam Deck verified that will be verified for this. So,
Yes.
I, it sounds like it's in a good place. It sounds like it's going in the right direction. Also, though, some of the games that are Steam Deck verified run like fucking dog shit on there. So it's
We'll see.
it's but a lot of companies are now making concessions for these kinds of things
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people do want to play on the Steam Deck, or they do want to play on the Steam machine.
Yeah, Steam Machine.
Yeah, thank you. Uh,
Don't worry, I know.
it didn't sound right in my head. It sounded like some made shit, right? Um, but we'll see. I think. I,
There was a rumor that I liked, and I don't think it's going to happen. I do think there needs to be a game released with this, whether it's Half Life or they give you Deadlock. Which Deadlock's already going to be free, but it's like, hey, Deadlock releases too. Something here, right? But someone was like, what? It was he was talking is like the black box. It's like the new orange box, right? Steam Machine plus Half Life 3 or whatever they're going to give you. And I was like, yeah, that's what they did with fucking the Steam Index. You got the Index to play Half Life Alyx.
yeah.
I think that's the play here, but I'm not. Whatever.
It definitely needs a game to release alongside it or shortly after, one of the two. I think they could get early adopters, big Steam fans like yourself, or Valve fans, right?
I'm buying it no matter what. So
I know. Uh, I think they could get that initial wave, but if they release something within 4 months of the Steam machine actually releasing, I think they would be fine. I don't think it has to be ready directly upon release, but if they want to move as many consoles as quickly as possible, that's the solution,
that's what
right?
I would do.
And even something like you said, the black box or something that you get Portal 2, you get all of the Valve games essentially bundled with this thing.
With the new game,
Yeah, especially when they sell these games for
a
fucking
dollar
dirt.
during the Steam Fest.
Yeah, like this thing, and they're barely making money off of these games anymore. You just throw them in there as a freebie or
That would be
something, and then
great, especially if you're a first time PC, because this is again a big thing for newcomers to the PC ecosystem.
yeah,
So that'd be
yeah,
great.
it's a PC in a console form that runs big picture mode all of the time and is relatively easy to use, right? Like
But
it
like,
is the console experience, but being a PC also, and I
welcome to
think
Steam,
it's
welcome to the Steam machine, welcome to the PC gaming. Here's your Steam account, and here's all of our games that we've ever created, plus Half Life 3 or Deadlock. Deadlock is go again, it's gonna be free. But how crazy would that be? That'd be great.
I think if it includes Half-Life 3 or whatever it's going to be, I think it would be bundled in a way that's like you get the game for like $50 instead of 60. Like I
Which is
don't
still
think it's
good.
yeah, it's not going to be a freebie. I think it's going to take the Nintendo approach of being like, hey, you get this game also, and it's like slightly discounted, like
And
10
it's just
bucks
it
off,
with
right?
included in the price of the fucking whole
But
bundle, anyways.
I think it's more of the selling point of having the game there
Yeah. So
alongside it,
no,
more or less. But
I'm excited.
yeah,
I'm excited for the controller. I'm excited for the VR. The VR is looking like it's going to be priced very fairly. By the way,
yeah, yeah.
that
This seems less Steam index where it's the super high end
mm-hmm.
version. This seems like a much more affordable, but also still very solid VR platform
Yeah,
that I think will do exceptionally well. The controller looks interesting. I'm
I'm
curious to hold the fucking
I
thing because it it's a very Valve thing where this thing kind of looks like a fucking abomination that is awful to hold, but you know when you hold it, it's just gonna feel right.
feel like butter, dude. You're gonna be like, oh, okay.
Huh. Yeah.
So
I'm not a big trackpad guy, so I'm like,
I wish you could buy a
that
version
means
without it.
very. Yeah, I would much rather just have a Steam controller that had no trackpads, but
Yeah,
I get it. Some people love the trackpads, so
yeah.
eh,
So all right, bud. We're in the middle of the episode.
yes.
Let's talk about the games coming out this year.
There's potentially some
Yeah,
big hitters here. But also this year, probably more so than any year I've seen in probably the last 5 years, there's not a ton revealed or not a ton revealed with release dates. We have some release dates for especially smaller games up through like May, not
yeah.
even April, and then it kind of tracks off. And there's a lot of games that are supposed to come out this year that have no release date yet. There's a handful of games, especially looking at you, Microsoft, that we hope these games are coming this year, but we also don't know. For me, my biggest anticipated game, and nobody would be surprised by this, is Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave.
There you go.
Uh, I, I was going to buy a Switch 2 for this game. I'm
Yeah,
going to be entirely honest. I am a big Fire Emblem fan, a huge mark for something like this. If Fire Emblem and Zelda are the console sellers for me on the Nintendo side of things, I just so happened to get the Switch 2 cheaper than what I had ever anticipated. So it was a no-brainer to get it when I did. Um, That being said, I've barely touched the thing. My kids got Donkey Kong for Christmas, and I do want to check that out. But basically, this is the game that was going to sell me on this console and get me back into playing games on Nintendo consoles, aside from Unicorn Overlord and 13 Sentinels. But yeah, that's my biggest one. A close second would be Marvel's Wolverine,
Yep.
which I would much rather just play on my PC, but we know Sony's not going to do that.
I'll be upstairs in my living room.
Yep. There's a 0% chance that I don't pick this up immediately. I am a huge fucking Marvel fan, a huge Wolverine fan. That's my boy. I will be playing this on release, hands down. But we don't know when it's coming out.
This year,
uh,
supposedly.
Yeah, and same for Fire Emblem, right? We don't have a date for that either, and speculation is that it's going to come out in the first half of the year, but we don't know. Those are my two like heaviest hitters. And I have a bunch of other things kind of strung out here that I'll kind of get into, but what are your big heavy hitters for this year that is known, not a Half-Life 3 situation.
Obviously, if you know me, I want Half-Life 3 this year, right? Like, this is supposedly our year. But we're not going to talk about that. Resident Evil 9 Requiem is huge for me. I absolutely want some soju. I love it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm going to get a whiskey after this. I'm going to be naughty. Um, Resident Evil is a game that I love and hold near and dear to my heart. You guys have heard me talk about the first time I played it, either here or on OBO, so I'm not going to go into that. But this looks great. I'm super, super pumped for this. Honestly, dude, after Resident Evil, it really is between Gears and Fable. But,
Yep.
like,
Um,
there we go with Microsoft, though. I don't fucking know. Well, Gears we know. Gears is this year.
yeah, allegedly. I think
Fable,
it's supposed to be a holiday season, is what they're saying, but holiday season games always
tend to.
kind of in that weird window where it's real easy to slip into the next year,
Well,
especially
yeah.
because it's still within the same fiscal year, right? Up until what, March? So
Yes.
they realistically could absolutely shift that into January or February without it really being a major problem for them.
I really want to play E-Day. I think it's going to be cool to see Marcus and Dom's story prior to the actual fucking events of the first game, especially during the Cog Wars and all that shit. Love Gears of War. It's been a minute since I've played them, but I'll never forget playing Gears of War 1 through 3. I'll
Yeah.
never forget those moments. Those were huge pivotal points in my gaming life, right?
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
Fable though is another close second for me because again, I'll never forget playing Fable. 1 and 2 at least.
Don't
Well,
talk about three.
no. But 1 and 2, dude, the coolest shit to me was this is a game that very much felt like your actions had weight.
Yeah.
And you could see it literally either you get your little halo or you get your horns and you become really bad or really fucking good or you kind of stay neutral to where you get a little bit of both. And I love Fable. I think it's one of the best like RPG style games I've ever played in my life, other than New Vegas. New Vegas is one of the best
Yeah.
fucking games I've ever played. Wait, really? Are you caught up on Fallout Season 2?
No.
You fucking bitch, dude.
Oh,
What?
okay.
I'm
We,
sorry.
we've been watching Severance,
Fine.
and then we watched the first episode of Fallout, and Amber could not fully get into it. She said she will continue to watch it, but we have one more episode of Severance, and then we'll be back.
Listen here. I'm gonna address.
Yell at her,
I am. I'm
man.
addressing her right now. Listen here, of Brody. You will.
Jesus.
Amber, I don't mean that. Not a single ounce of me meant that. If my wife ever hears that I called you that, I'm going to be fucking killed. Listen here, Amber. Holy shit, dude. It was. I gotta watch my jokes. That's what I gotta do. Of Brody is so funny though. Handmaid's Tale. So stupid.
Damn.
I'm in so much trouble from your wife.
Nah,
Oh
she'll
yeah, oh
probably
yeah.
laugh.
She'll talk
She'll
shit.
laugh.
She'll hit me up, talk shit in the DMs. She'll laugh.
She'll laugh, but she'll also talk shit.
um. Anyways, those are my games. I don't know where I was going because I started laughing way too hard.
Yeah. You,
Fable.
you were talking about the Fallout season 2.
Oh, it's immaculate. Everyone needs to go watch it right now.
I am excited to get back into it. We will. I promise.
Thank you.
Yep. Uh, Fable. Yes. Gears and Fable were two that were on my list that I am really excited to play. But they're also in that weird space, and also Xbox is in a weird space right now where they just raised the price of Game Pass, and the amount of people that canceled that day crashed the fucking website.
Yes.
So, it's a very strange thing because I am very excited for these games. I will just be purchasing them. I will not be picking up Game Pass. I will be probably buying them through Steam, which I
Yep.
am glad is an option. But they're I am excited for both of them, especially Gears of War. Fable, I am concerned about.
I
I
am too.
feel like we have seen things about Fable for a long time now. It's being made by a studio that does not typically make these kinds of games. And everything we've seen so far has been predominantly just CGI and like cutscene type stuff. We've seen, I think, a super small amount of gameplay. I do know that Xbox has an event. I want to say
End of the month.
next
Yeah.
week or yeah, next week or 2 weeks from now. I'd have to look up that date specifically. That they're supposed to talk specifically about Fable and Forza Horizon 6, which is another game that I am very excited for. It seems to be taking place in Japan from
Everyone is
the
pumped.
leaks and everything that we've seen. I'm super stoked for that. I played the shit out of Forza Horizon 5. I will play the shit out of this one as well. But Fable specifically concerns me because I am. It seems like it is potentially going to fall victim to the same thing that Dragon Age the Veilguard felt victim to.
Yeah.
The more but that being said, Fable has always kind of had a little bit of a cartoony art style, so I don't think that's going to turn off fans necessarily.
Hit the
But
mic. Great.
uh, Dragon Age the Veilguard came out and people fucking hated that
Well,
game.
that was such a big leap from what Dragon Age was, though.
Oh yeah, it was a huge leap, and that's a game that I still want to check out because I'm curious if it's as mediocre as everyone says. Like, because it trailered well. Like I thought
Mm-hmm.
so at least. I thought the trailers were really cool. I have the game in some capacity. I don't remember where. It was like a free. I think it
I
was
think it's on
free on
Epic, dude.
PlayStation.
I think
I
yeah.
think it's probably on Epic too. But um, I just hope that Fable can succeed with what they're trying to do here. Again, with it being the Forza studio that is making it, it's very weird. Like
I
Turn
don't get
10
it.
would not have been my initial thought for the people to make this game, especially when they make immaculate car models and then the people in that game look awful.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking bad. And you have to create a character and it looks so bad. Um but yeah, Xbox is in a weird spot. A
Yep.
very weird spot. And I hope these three games really do succeed for them. They obviously had the big hit with Sandfall Interactive with Expedition 33 last year being on Game Pass. Like that was a massive game for them. But as far as everything else, it's been pretty lackluster. Games come out and they're like, yeah, it's fine. Avowed came out, it's fine. Like, I don't know, man. Xbox seems to be making the wrong move at every possible turn and just doubling down on that shit. And I don't know what
They keep making the
that
same
looks like.
fucking game.
They keep making the same fucking game and the same fucking mistakes.
And it's like, dude, stop. Like, let's do something different. Like the game Singularity. Did you ever play that? There's like a bunch of
I
those
don't
cool
believe
ass
so.
games from back in the day, man. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
just make cool shit or revive something like Brute Force. I talk about it all the time, dude. Like, just let's
Yeah.
just revive something sick. Like
I think they had a huge hit with Psychonauts 2
they
with
did,
Double
and
Fine.
now they're done, aren't they? Like they're not doing the
Yeah.
three. Like so then
I
so what
I
the
think
fuck?
Double Fine's gone.
Oh my god. Well, you know.
I could be wrong on that, but I was thinking they were one of them that got axed recently.
Well, so stupid. Anyway, Microsoft, you pissed me off. But now we're getting fucking information that there's Wolfenstein 3 and which you and I have called
Yes.
out. Well, you and I have known.
Yeah. Wolfenstein 3 and
The
the
television
Machine
series?
Games is also supposedly working on a like Rainbow Siege type game.
And then id is working on a secret project that everyone suspects is either Quake, Hexen, or Heretic. And it's like, okay, so are they gonna be Microsoft's fucking like say
Studio.
yeah, like
Yeah.
because if you drop Wolfenstein, then you drop Quake, Hexen, or Heretic, plus Machine Games dropping like a Rainbow Six, like, dude,
It
give
I
them
would
more.
imagine it has to be Quake, right? Because we just got remasters of Hexen and Heretic. So
Yes.
I would think Quake is probably next up on the slate, but I don't know.
Could you imagine? Could I, dude? If you give me Quake by 2027, a full fucking multiplayer Quake all over again, I think you would start. I think that starts like the arena shooter rephase
Which they tried to do
with
with
champions. Yeah.
Halo,
Oh
kind
yeah,
of,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? Which honestly, I don't hate Halo Infinite.
I don't
I
either.
really don't.
Their
I
online's
thought
not that great,
the
but
it's not amazing, but I think a lot of that was they did not get content out like they should have, and some of
like
that
they
has been
promised.
a yeah, and they've attributed it to the engine that they used, right? Which neither here nor there. Like it is what it is, but
Mm-hmm.
I really think they fumbled that so fucking bad. The campaign was a blast. I
I loved
actually
it.
had a lot of fun with the open world campaign. It was something unique, something different, or not unique, but unique for Halo.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't hate it, but yeah, they just could not get any traction with that multiplayer. And like I've said a million times, bring it to fucking PlayStation, breathe some life into it again, but I think they're just kind of moving on, right? It seems like that studio is having such a hard time building in that engine that it's not even worth putting it
Everybody
on life
also
support.
hates them right now because they're fully embracing AI. So
Yeah.
thank you, Halo Studios, once 343, once Bungie, right? So like now, so like, why is Master Chief getting butt fucked, Microsoft? I don't understand it. That is your poster boy, and you have no
Yeah,
respect for the character because if you did, you wouldn't have let that television show come out.
you are correct.
Because Sony, that we got, we have our first peaks of Kratos and Lara Croft. Granted, people
Yeah.
are pissed that Lara's boobs aren't as big as they should be. Guys, chill the fuck
I
out.
just saw people complaining they weren't
I've
fucking
I've
triangles.
seen people complaining they're not triangles too. First off, we're not doing that. This is not the Madonna era. Secondly, chill out. But like people were talking about like Kratos. Why am I saying Kratos?
Kratos.
Kratos, and Kratos. What? Um, and they're like, well, he doesn't even look like him. I'm like, yeah, because he has a full fucking head of hair, no makeup, markings, or
Yeah. You pulled a picture of the actor prior to being in
Kratosified.
costume, right? Like I'm pretty sure the large man with a beard can probably pull off Kratos. Let's be
Isn't that his
really
mocap?
honest.
Isn't that his mocap? No, Christopher
I
Judge did
don't
mocap.
know. I was gonna say Christopher Judge did a lot of his mocap because he got hurt
Yeah,
in the filming of the second game, I believe.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, but the guy they picked is the voice of Thor
Yes.
in the second game, which is kind of fucking cool. Like it's a neat little thing,
I'm
but
wondering how he's gonna
the
do his voice.
I, yeah, I really don't hate the casting. I think it's a good casting.
I'm stoked
I have
on it,
no problem.
and I can't wait to see.
Like,
We know who's playing BJ though.
yeah,
If that's gonna be, if you don't get the motherfucker who plays Reacher to play BJ Blazkowicz, you are
yeah, it has to
crazy.
be Alan Richardson, Richardson,
I
whatever
don't,
his name is.
Alan Rickman. not Snake.
Rickman.
Alan Rickman,
uh yeah, the massive human being.
who literally
Yeah,
looks like BJ.
he's fucking perfect for it. Absolutely.
Dude. And Laura looks great too. I'm stoked on it.
I think so. I honestly really did like the girl that they got for the last
I did too.
Tomb Raider.
The,
I
the,
thought she did really good. I understand that some people were mad it wasn't the classic look, but she
Mhm.
matched the look of the new games. The
This is the
biggest
classic
thing
look, and
was
they're mad still.
yeah, well, yeah, but the biggest thing with that last iteration of the Tomb Raider movies was the writing and everything else
Hmm.
sucked really bad. But
Yeah.
I thought she did great. She was great as Laura Croft. Like just yeah, it was unfortunate.
I think it should be adult. I think this should be an adult series. I don't think it should be kid friendly, really. I think keep it within like the TVMA.
I was gonna say, but even then, Tomb Raider has never really been that
The last
out there,
games
right?
were.
The last ones were pretty rough. Yeah, you're right.
So like I
Yeah,
don't want it to be like over the top
yeah,
violence or like sex or it. I just want it to be. I want it to have its fun Tomb Raider moments while also having moments where it's like, ooh, that was fucked. Like, because that could happen while like spelunking a goddamn cave to where Laura breaks her fucking ankle through her skin. That would be cool to watch her fucking figure out how to fix that. Because she, if anyone could do it, she could.
yeah.
Like fuck Nathan Drake, fuck him. He's a pussy. Like Lara Croft is so much cooler than Nathan Drake.
I agree. I agree.
Good.
Also, I mean, they fucked up the casting on that movie
Mark
so bad.
Wahlberg was wild in that movie. I was like,
That
oh,
was
okay.
wild. And Tom Holland was a weird choice. Like
It was the
I have nothing against Tom Holland.
no
He
great
was a
Spidey,
weird fucking choice. Great Spidey. Yeah, he's a
bad
fantastic
Nathan
Spidey
Drake.
and Peter Parker. Like he pulls that off exceptionally well. Weird casting for Nathan Drake.
Oh my god. Anyways,
Um, as far as other games coming out,
hmm
I have a lot of question marks this year. I'm
yep.
going to be entirely honest. There is a lot of question marks. One of which is Marvel 1943: The Rise of Hydra, a game that was supposed to come out last year. We have not heard much of fucking anything about
Nope.
this game. It's concerning because it's a Marvel IP, and historically, we haven't been doing super great with those games. Um, it has potential, right? It sounds like there's some development hell going on there right now.
Yep.
I am very hesitant on this game, but I dig the idea that they're going for. I dig the setting, the being Cap and being Black Panther. It could be really cool, but we know nothing about it, and it's in this weird indefinite delay that I doubt at this point they completely can it, but I also think at a certain point they're going to pull the plug on it and say, just fucking put it out,
Put it
make
out
what
how it
money
is.
you can,
Hmm.
and be done. Another one that I'm a little concerned about, the Duskbloods, a FromSoft game that is solely going to be on the Switch. It's a multiplayer type of game. You look at how Night Rain was. Night Rain was fun, but also it wasn't exactly what I was looking for,
Yep.
and that seemed almost like a test run for this to some extent. Also, the fact it's on Switch is adds a certain
Only on
level
Switch too.
only on Switch, which doesn't really excite me. There's a lot of people upset with Nintendo right now, especially in our friend group where there's people that are just straight up boycotting, which, regardless of how silly I think that may be, that means I don't really have friends to play this game with.
I'm not gonna grab my
So,
wife's Switch 2 to play Duskbloods. I will
yeah,
hopefully wait until the contract to keep this on the Switch 2 is up.
but that's
But
not
but
typically how Nintendo
yeah,
functions,
no,
right?
it's not like a Sony or a Microsoft with their where they it's like
And
it's gonna be exclusive here for a year. Then everyone else gets their hands on it.
yeah, Nintendo has done some of that, but I have this sinking feeling that this is going to be only on the Switch too, which I don't know. Also, the Switch 2 is significantly better than the Switch 1, right? As far as power and everything else, but From is also not very good with optimization.
Nope.
So, little concern for this one. One more question, two more question marks that I have. One of them is absolutely not your game, and I'm fully aware. Actually, both of them are not your games. Uh, Code Vein 2. I dig the idea of what Code Vein 1 was trying to be, but it didn't hit the mark. It's a game that I thought looked really cool in the trailer, but it's that anime Dark Souls type of game. It screams my kind of game, but after the first one, I'm real hesitant to get real excited about this one. And then the second one that I was thinking of is Crimson Desert.
No, that game I am I have interest
Oh,
in.
really?
Hmm.
I did not expect that. Black Desert had a really cool combat system. It had a lot of really cool things there, but it got bogged down by its greediness and its desire to be this MMO and whatever the fuck it had going on there. This is not that. So if it comes out, I think this could be really, really fucking cool. Like
I agree.
it is taking the style, the graphical like fidelity of what Black Desert is and putting it into a single player campaign. It could be really cool, but I don't know. I just don't trust Pearl Abyss. Like
No, not after Black Desert. No.
yeah. But yeah, those are my big like question marks. As far as other games I am excited for, I do have a couple. 007 First Light. It seems cool. I'm curious how IOI can break away from that Hitman formula to do something different, or if they even do, or if this is just Hitman in the James Bond universe. But it seems like a cool game. Phantom Blade Zero is a game that I'm pretty excited for, but I'm curious how that game actually plays. That's the one that looks absolutely batshit insane when you
Yeah.
watch it,
Yeah.
and there's like no feasible way that you could be even be doing those inputs, but it looks really cool, and I want to see more of it. Um, Grand Theft Auto is the fucking elephant in the room here, right? I want to say that I won't pick this up because I want to play it on PC, but I know who I am and how I am, and I will absolutely pick this up
I
to
have
play it.
purchased every GTA on launch day, so starting at 3 when I was able to get them. So,
Yeah. And then the last game on my list is actually I believe a fully indie game. It's called Romeo is a Dead Man.
yep, I'm actually kind of excited for that game.
I have one other one too, I guess. Sorry. Another indie game, Orbitals, which is that co-op game that was shown off during the Game Awards that is the 90s anime style that I think looks fucking gorgeous. But that is most of my list so far for this year and where I kind of am on games and what I'm excited for or even somewhat anticipating, but man, I don't know. It seems like a weird year so far. It just seems very sparse and a lot of question marks.
I feel like we are gonna have surprises this year. That's gonna make everybody happy in every spectrum of gaming. But I also feel
Oh,
like it's gonna be a
absolutely.
big year of disappointment. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of delays with everything
Yeah.
going on, and that bums me out. But I would love to be proven wrong. I would love for these teams to hit the finish line, release their products the way they want them to be released. Don't listen to your shareholders. I know it sucks and you have to sometimes or most of the time,
I was gonna say most of the time,
but
given how
man, like
businesses
shareholders,
function.
yeah, but shareholders need to learn from what happened there, because yes, Cyberpunk is now being revered as like one of the best because it is one of the best.
Yeah. 4
5
years
years
later.
later, 4 years,
Yeah.
whatever it is now, right? So I'm excited for 007 First Light. I'm a big fan of the Hitman series. I remember playing Silent Assassin
Yeah.
2 for the first time. Loved that game. Um, I'm concerned though that it's just going to be James Bond in a, you know, the Hitman game.
Just doing Hitman shit.
Yeah, so I'm concerned about that.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously, Gears of War, Fable, Pragmata. I'm very excited for that
Oh yeah.
game. That
Yeah.
is right up my weird alley. I'm a weird fucking
It
guy, so
it has some Death Stranding esque
mhm.
feeling to it, which oddly enough, it was actually the last time it was shown off, I think during Game Awards, I was like, you know what? I think I could get into this.
Yeah. Mouse PI for Hire. That
Yeah.
is a game I cannot wait to play. I am foaming at the mouth for that.
I can't believe that's not out yet.
That
I feel like we've
sucks.
known about that game so long.
We have, and it sucks that it got delayed. But for them, it's like take your time, release this how you
Yeah.
want it. Again, release
Yep.
this how you want people to remember it. Reanimal looks cool.
Yep. Yep.
Saros,
Reanimal's cool. Reanimal's the Game Freak game, right?
I believe so. I'd have to look that up. Reanimal, Reanimal. That sounds gonna sound great for y'all. Reanimal is Terraceer Studios. I think,
Oh, no, no,
if
no,
I'm
no.
not
Yeah.
mistaken, Reanimal's the sequel to that little nightmare. What the fuck?
Beast of Reincarnation is the game I was thinking of, which
Oh
the title is incredibly similar in meaning.
no, Reanimal looks sick.
That's yeah, Beast of Reincarnation is that Game Freak game, which supposedly is also going to be in that Xbox showcase.
That game looks wild.
Uh,
Beast of Reincarnation, or Incarnation, or
yeah,
Reincarnation.
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 Yeah,
Yeah, that game looked fucking crazy when we saw a little bit of it.
yeah, and very far from what Game Freak typically does. Granted, I have absolutely zero faith in Game Freak. Let's be entirely
Oh, like the
honest.
greediest motherfuckers ever, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is also not the Pokemon IP, so maybe it'll be good. I know that that horse jockey game that they released, Pocket Card Jockey or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck it was. Apparently that game's fantastic. So I don't know. Maybe they just hate make Pokemon games at this point. They just
Yeah.
fucking hate to make them, and they just do it out of pure
They just
spite because it
grind them
makes
and
them
go,
so
here you
much
go.
goddamn money.
Eat it up, little
Uh,
piggies.
yeah.
Saros looks dope. And then Mugenics. Again, I can't talk about it, but I love Edmund.
Yeah.
I loved Super Meat Boy on the Xbox 360 and Newgrounds.
Yeah.
Which, if you were a child of the 90s or 2000s, you were using Newgrounds not to play Super Meat Boy. Instead, you were looking at pornography. But I do remember playing Super Meat Boy on Newgrounds and all those sites, and I
Oh yeah.
loved that fucking game. Loved that game.
I I had a ton of games from the Game Awards that I have in my list, but just so many of them don't have release dates. We don't even we have no idea when they're coming, right?
We don't
Like
have a price
and
for
things
the
that
Valve hardware, so dude, this is a fucked up year.
it seems like everything is in flux constantly,
Yeah,
and
hit it.
we don't know any prices. We don't know any dates because they don't know any prices. They don't know any dates. It just feels fucking weird leading into this year. And it seems like each year has kind of progressively gotten more and more this way. And
Yeah,
it feels like this is the culmination of what's been going on for the last fucking
we,
five,
we
6 years.
need to have another ET moment where something is promised that's going to be so GTA. It's the could you what? Okay, we're gonna end this episode in a minute because whatever. Could you imagine if it
If
comes out?
GTA comes out and it sucks.
That is our new ET moment. If that happens,
That would be insane. They would still make all of their money back though.
yeah, that's fine. But like, that's a
Is it
stain. No, it's not. They don't at that point.
is it a stain though? In this day and age, is it a stain?
No,
Because they could
people would
fix
play
it.
it for clips.
People would play it for clips. It'd be a streamer game. People would
There's
be
no ET
fucking.
moment.
It would make they could fix it over the course of 4 years, and then it be touted as this all-time great game again.
There's no ET moment.
Looking at you, CD Project Red,
CDPR.
who have pulled it off at least twice now, maybe three times, right? If you count The Witcher 2. Witcher 3, Cyberpunk, and everyone fucking forgets it. I bring it up so often on the show because
They
it drives me fucking
they
crazy.
have
That being
to.
said, I loved Cyberpunk once I finally played it 4 years later,
Oh, it's such a, it is such a good
5 years later, whatever. It was
CDPR.
great.
If you all listen to us, anybody from there, please listen. Learn from the mistakes. Release The Witcher 4 in a great spot. And then when Cyberpunk comes out in 2030, which, stop talking about the games you're working on. Just shush. Oh, shush.
Yeah.
Knock it
Just
off.
make the shit.
Just do it.
Just make it.
Do it. Just learn. Just make the next great thing. Because I love the stories, but just don't promise shit and then be like, no, here's big floppy dick. Like I don't. For what? It's like, anyways.
Yeah.
So 2020. This was supposed to be a. We were supposed to be happy. What happened?
I am
I am
happy,
happy.
right? Like there's some good shit coming out this year. There's shit I am excited for. There's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of shit that we haven't even heard about. There's probably going to be a handful of indie darlings this year that
Mm-hmm.
we play the absolute shit out of that we know nothing about because the team doesn't have the money to market in the same way that these giant AAA studios have. And I'm sure there's going to be a ton of them, right? There always is the mega bonks, the fucking. I'm looking over at my list here. The RV there yet, the repos. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be a ton of games like that we'll get to play throughout the year and have a good time with. There will be announcements from studios that people didn't even think of or whatever it may be. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some fucking like a Psychonauts 3 type of thing. I doubt obviously that's a not the best example, but something in that vein that nobody was really expecting or hoping for necessarily, but would be excited to have. Like I said similar things last year, right? Like at the beginning of the year, there's not a ton that I'm excited for, but a handful of games, and it ended up being a really damn good year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We'll definitely see. It's another year, another year of podcasting and playing games with friends
Yeah.
and having a good time. And at the end of the year, I'm sure we'll look back and be happy about the games that we played this year. And
We always are, and that's the beauty of this industry, man. It always seems to disappoint you, and then at the last moment, you're like, "All right, yeah, I get it." It's one of those
yeah,
moments, like a post-nut clarity thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Side note: do you have deodorant on your desk next to you?
Damn
Is
it! I
that
did that again. Damn
okay?
it!
It's like, huh, that looks like Old Spice.
It is Old Spice. Which I just
Which
sunrise,
flavor? I
sunrise.
don't know which flavor.
It's sunrise scent, not flavor. Thank you all for listening to the shit. I'll, I'm not gonna do that. We're not
Don't
getting
do it.
paid. We're not getting paid yet to do anything. Thank you all for checking out the show. As always, please subscribe, follow, like, just show us to your friends. Email us at wasdbeyond@gmail.com. Let us know what you're most excited for in 2026. What will come out, what won't come out. Just talk to us. We would love to hear from you. Check out the sponsors, Final Boss and Doc Longy. Fucking go listen to Roll for Deception. It came from Screenbacks, and obviously WASD and beyond. Until next week, guys, take it easy and be safe.
Be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
GTA is not going to come out this year.
It has to. It has to.